Welcome to Caribou. Jeez. I'm here in Caribou, Maine, and trying to walk and do a video where the long walk happened. And in the previous video, we discussed the problems with the synopses and the people saying it's the near future. It's really an alternate reality to 1978. And let me give you my 100% accurate synopses. This is if somebody asks you and if you want to give them a completely accurate synopsis of the long walk, this is what you should say. And let me just say that I've been in situations where, let's say I'm in a room of 30 people and someone asks, hey, what's the long walk all about? You know, and then you got like 10 seconds, 5-10 seconds to give a description. You've got to oversimplify and as a result, not be accurate. So that's just the way it is. But if somebody wants to listen to you give an accurate synopsis, here's my version of the synopsis. It's really windy and my notes are blowing all around. All right. In an alternate reality set in the 1970s, I would put it 1978, 100 males, not boys, from age 13 to 18 meet once a year for the long walk. Dang wind. Wow, I'm just gonna turn so that the wind actually holds my page. They walk until there is a single survivor. Each teenager has a 2-minute timer that counts down when they fall below 4 miles per hour. Once their timer reaches 0, they are shot dead by the soldiers who follow them. The final survivor gets anything they want for the rest of their life. So that's the right way to do it. The funny thing is, I've watched over 70 reviews of the long walk in English. Not one person of those 70 plus reviews on YouTube that reviewed the long walk book mentions the 2-minute timer, which is crazy because I've got plenty of excerpts that define that there is a 2-minute timer. For example, at the start, Olson talks about the previous year. There was a kid who froze at the start and got his ticket at 9:02. That's because he didn't move, his timer counted down, and they gave him first warning, second warning, third warning, ticket. So, I'm getting prompted here. People are asking me if I'm vlogging. So, I'm drawing attention here. People are wondering what the hell I'm saying, what I'm doing. All right. So, my point was that there's nothing futuristic about the long walk. I mean, if you consider it was written in 66, 67, then yeah, some of the technology is futuristic. Like to read, he, the soldier, glanced down at the solid-state computer on his waist, a gadget that included a tiny but sophisticated sonar device. Garrity had once read an article about them in Popular Mechanics. Notice that mechanics is spelled with an X. Crossing the street here, gotta pay attention. Otherwise, I'll record my own death here. Why didn't the squads cordon off the street for me? My God. All right. So this is kind of futuristic, considering King wrote this in 66, 67, but you don't know what he updated around 77, 78 before it was published in 79. All right. They could read out a single, talking about this device, the sonar device, they could read out a single walker's speed exactly as you would have wanted to 4 numbers to the right of the decimal point. The group began to spread out, each person finding his or her own stride and speed. The half-track clinked along the soft shoulder, throwing thin dust. The tiny radar dishes turned busily, monitoring each walker's speed, and a sophisticated onboard computer, or with a sophisticated onboard computer. So they got sonar, they got radar, and a sophisticated onboard computer calculating everyone's speed. Notice there's no mention of GPS, which today they would definitely use to maybe determine their speed. The tiny radars turned busily, monitoring each walker's speed with a sophisticated onboard computer. Low speed cutoff was exactly 4 miles an hour. They would be looking for him, hunting for him, guns and dogs and squads and radar and heat tracers. That's an excerpt from another part of the book. I just threw that in because it mentions the technology. And my point is that the book has aged. Maybe in 66, 67, these technologies seem futuristic, near future, and it made sense. And that's why they printed that on the book. But these days does not seem so futuristic. Unfortunately, the book has aged, and I just have to say, it really feels like it's set in the 70s, and the technology is dated. I mean, they don't have smartphones and iPads and drones and GPS and all these kind of technologies that we see today. Self-driving vehicles, electric cars, and so on. I will see you later on this thing we call the long walk.